Welcome to the Rusty Garage and Homestead. My name is Mike, and recently I talked about making some bins out of these bladders because I've got several of them laying around, and there's not really a good use for the bladders. So I'm thinking on making some bins to put my chunks and hunks and knotty pieces, short cut-offs, different stuff like that, of firewood. So I think today I'm going to go ahead and put one of these together, see what I think. I seen somebody do something similar. It was Sam from Sam's Doing Stuff, his channel. He used some bladders like that. That's what kind of gave me the idea. So I thought, well, I'm going to blow several holes in it with a hole saw just so it can get some air movement, mount it down to a pallet using some fender washers that I picked up, and then cut a big opening on one side where we can fold it back and just toss all the cut off pieces and stuff. And I think that's going to work out just fine. But y'all let me know what you think. And I don't know, there's just not really a good use for these things. Without the cage, you can't really put a lot of water stuff in them because they just blow out. And they're a pain to cut down. I've cut a bunch of them down to haul off. I've been cutting the flat pieces out and putting it on the ground to stack my totes and stuff on, and that's still a good option, especially if you're stacking rows on the ground. Having that barrier between the dirt and the wood is going to preserve the wood quite a bit longer. But I think today we're going to make up one of these, and yeah, we'll give it a try and see how it goes. So the fender washers that I'm going to be using are these. I picked these up from Ace Hardware. I think they're about almost $1 a piece, or a little over $1 a piece. But I think 4 of these down on the bottom with screws should work. We're going to see. I'm going to blow some holes with a hole saw on the bottom of them, and then on the sides, all 4 sides, just to keep some air movement going in there. It should dry just fine in there, I would think. I don't know. I just don't want it to get wet and want to keep it off the ground and keep it where you can move it easy. So that's what we're going to do. I am going to go ahead and pull the valve out of these. It's not needed. We don't need it in there, but I'm just going to pull it out. And yeah, let's get some holes blew through this thing. This valve ain't coming off. That one's like molded into it. I'm using a 3 3/4 inch hole saw. Probably just a couple holes on the bottom. Oh, that should be good. This may not work out worth a dang, but I think I need to cut down just a little bit more so that can flip up. So I don't know. What do y'all think? Think this will work just fine for putting stuff like that in? Or we're gonna have to tie it, bungee it or something so that lid is out of the way when you're loading it or unloading it. I think it'd be fine. Got 9 holes in the back and 8 on each side and then the front. Let's get this thing screwed down. We'll call it a day. That thing is attached. It ain't going nowhere. I know this isn't my best work of art, but these things aren't usable to me. Not really for anything. So if I can make this work, then yeah, just as well. I think that'll be just fine. Once you fill that thing up with wood, it's going to be pretty solid. Bungee cord, hook into one of these eyes, down through one of these holes. So let's get this picked up and moved up to the new property over by the new wood yard. And yeah, I've got several more to make. Well, y'all leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. I think it's going to work out good. I think that's going to be a good idea and a good use for these bladders, because I've literally cut up and threw away a ton of these things. And hopefully it gave some of you all another idea for another use for these things. So leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts, or if you're already using them for something like this, or if you're using them for something other than this. But I appreciate you being here. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.